Welcome to our YouTube channel, where we're embarking on an electrifying exploration of the heart of America, unveiling the magnetic allure of the captivating state of Iowa. In our video, Iowa isn't right for everybody, but is it right for you? We'll unravel the amazing tapestry of this Midwestern gem, exposing its unique quirks and challenges, and revealing the extraordinary opportunities that await the intrepid soul. From its hidden treasures to its unexpected revelations, we'll help you uncover whether Iowa holds the key to unlocking your deepest aspirations. So whether you're pondering a transformative journey, planning an unforgettable visit, or simply eager to unearth the secrets of this enticing state, join us as we embark on a thrilling quest to determine if Iowa is the extraordinary destination where your dreams take flight. First, let's get straight to some of the reasons why this state may not be right for you, that we have experienced ourselves or with our clients. First is the lack of entertainment compared to the quote-unquote more exciting states. Iowa is known more for its low-key, flyover state vibe. The people living here love the peace and quiet, and so do we. But on the flip side, for someone who wants to have professional sports teams within their home state or the biggest and best venues for entertainers, then Iowa may not be for you. Most don't even consider the state if this is one of their deal breakers for living in a specific state. Second is the state has turned more and more red in the last few years. Iowa voted for Donald Trump in the last 2 elections and has voted for a Republican governor for quite some time. Thus, the state has been dubbed as a red state, with other Midwestern states like Illinois, Minnesota, and Wisconsin leaning more and more blue. Iowa is a landing place for more and more Republican-leaning residents. If you don't like where the Republican Party is going or don't want to live in a red state, then there are better options out there for you than Iowa, most likely. The caveat is that Iowa City, Ames, and some parts of Des Moines and Cedar Rapids lean blue, with Iowa City being the most liberal city by quite some margin. It isn't a complete loss for Democrats, but the state is getting redder and redder by the day. Third is the cold. This is easily the top reason people immediately drop Iowa as a possible place to call home. Iowa is not as cold as northern Midwestern states like Wisconsin and Minnesota, but it does still get really cold here. It is not uncommon for multiple days below 0 temperatures in the winter and an occasional blizzard impacting travel. If this is a deal breaker for people, they tend to stay away from Iowa altogether. Now, there are some other reasons that people don't like the state, but those are definitely the top 3 reasons Iowa isn't for everybody. But there are a few others I will only touch on. Iowa gets humid in the summer and can get uncomfortable. It is believed that the reason for this increased humidity is from all the GMO corn that is grown in the state. Another reason is the pesticides and herbicides sprayed in the state. It is definitely a negative, as the chemicals sprayed have all sorts of ingredients that can't be good for the human body. It is a little bit overblown though, as the places people are considering the most, like Des Moines and Cedar Rapids, have plenty of areas that are not close to places that are sprayed. It is mostly in rural areas of Iowa, which Iowa has tons of rural areas. Last, I want to mention is tornadoes. Although Iowa is not in the heart of Tornado Alley, it is still considered in Tornado Alley. This is a huge concern for residents and people considering moving to Iowa. The thing to know about tornadoes here in Iowa is that typically you are warned ahead of time. Homes and businesses are built with this in mind, so as long as you take a tornado warning seriously, you should be safe from them. Now we are going to get to the fun part of this video, go over many reasons why Iowa could be the place you want to call home. Let's start with the people here in Iowa. We have had the pleasure of meeting many people moving here from other states and countries, and as soon as they get to Iowa, they all seem to say it has a good vibe and the people are so nice. The last client said she was pleasantly surprised when entering a gas station. A person held the door open for her here in Iowa, and they seemed to really enjoy being kind to her. Iowa nice is a term thrown around here in Iowa, and it is real. The soil is another reason you may want to consider moving here, as the soil here is rich with nutrients, making fresh produce abundant here in Iowa. In the late summer and early fall, you'll find tons of fresh produce stands on the side of the roads here in Iowa with fresh sweet corn, cantaloupe, watermelon, tomatoes, onion, squashes of all sorts, cucumbers, zucchini, and much more. The soil here is amazing, and that is why Iowa is consistently the top corn producing state in the nation. Mix the amazing soil with humid climate and you have a recipe for garden and farmer's dream state to live in. If you are someone who leans Republican or does not agree with the left leaning policies, then you'll love Iowa. Iowa is more moderate than maybe Texas, South Dakota, Alaska, and other hard-leaning states that are red, but more and more people with the freedom mindset are moving here to Iowa. If you want to live and let live, you really have the chance to do that here in Iowa, especially if you choose the right area. That is why you need to reach out to a relocation team like us at the Living in Iowa team. We specialize in helping people just like you relocating to this beautiful part of the country. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, as we absolutely love helping people make that smooth move to Iowa. Now, weather is another factor people absolutely love moving here. Yes, it gets cold, but that is not a deterrent for everyone, especially people moving here. Then you have humid summers, but if you like fresh produce and can withstand a couple months of hot and humid weather, the payoff is well worth it. The reward in Iowa is spring and fall. Spring temperatures with buds of trees and flowers makes the cold all worth it. Then the fall is amazing, as the temperatures are downright amazing as well, and the fresh produce is off the hook at this time of year. Also, if you love seeing the trees change colors, then Iowa will not disappoint in this aspect. Traffic is another bonus here in most of Iowa. There are parts of Des Moines that can have some backed up traffic, but for the most part, Iowa scores an A if you ask us. We went to Texas and Michigan a few years back. The traffic in Dallas-Fort Worth area was awful. The traffic in Austin, Texas was awful. In parts of San Antonio even, the traffic was awful as well. Then we went to Michigan a few years ago. The traffic south of Chicago was horrendous. When you travel to those areas, you realize how special Iowa is when it comes to traffic. The last major thing we want to cover in this video is peace and tranquility. If you are someone who wants to live in a place where you can relax and not have to worry about tons of noise and busy lifestyle, then Iowa offers that in most parts of the state. There are areas that have crime like any place in the country, but for the most part, if you understand the crime maps from websites like neighborhoodscout.com, then you can really have that place that is your little oasis for peace. If you are watching this, then you are probably curious about what else Iowa has to offer. Well, I did a video covering the worst places to live in Iowa, so you don't have to make a mistake on where you call home here in Iowa. That video should be linked above. To recap, no place on earth is perfect for everyone to live at. Iowa does have deal breakers for some, like lack of entertainment, cold winters, humid summers, is a red-leaning state, and tornadoes. But if those aren't deal breakers, then you may love Iowa, as it has extremely nice people, great soil, freedom leaning that lets you live and let live, has great weather, the traffic is not congested, and you can live in a quiet place in the country. All in all, Iowa is absolutely amazing, and if you want to connect about moving here, give us a call, shoot us a text, shoot us an email, and if you think Iowa is a place you want to call home, we'd love to talk to you.